Hi guys, Dave here from Wolf in the Wild Survival with a very late Trailer Trash Tuesday update. I was actually going to skip this one, but I decided, you know what, I got to get one done every week until I'm finished the series, right? I can't just skip a week. But Thanksgiving just passed here in Canada, and I didn't really have the time to get one done over the weekend. I usually shoot them on the weekend, and then I process them on Monday. I upload them, and they're ready for Tuesday. So, my whole trailer life update. It's getting cold, up here in Canada where I am. And the trailer's doing okay. Like heat-wise, kind of whatever. With the heater that I have. Plus, I'm plugged in now because I'm in a friend's driveway, so I'm plugged in. I've got a little space heater that I can turn on and off as needs be. Without it, it would be really cold some nights. It went down to just below freezing a couple of nights back. And on that night, underneath my bed, there's like a compartment for storage and whatnot, and there's a great big sort of compartment door from the outside so you can access it. That was a huge heat sink. On the other side, there was some areas where I was getting a lot of heat loss, as well as the closet behind me here. There's a compartment door on the outside, sort of underneath. I still haven't done that yet. I got to get that done. So if anybody's thinking about doing the whole trailer life thing, and they're using an older trailer like I am, you're probably going to want to, like, when it starts to get cold, you're going to want to deal with that right away, because I woke up just freezing. So I took some wool blankets that I had sort of extra, and a body pillow that I had sort of stored in my like linen area, and some other like sheets, blankets, whatever. And underneath my bed, I completely blocked off that door. I insulated it for, all intents and purposes. And then on the other side where the heat sinks were, I kind of did the same thing. I insulated that out, and it's not 100% yet because I ran out of like blankets and stuff, but so much better. So much better. It's unreal the difference it made. It was kind of warm up top, super cold down on the bottom, and of course I'm laying on the bed like right underneath that door, that hatch. So I don't know about the newer trailers. I imagine they're a little bit better with holding in the heat. The older trailers, it doesn't seem to be, all that good. But the older trailers are affordable and they're fairly plentiful. So I imagine a lot of people who are planning on doing this are looking for affordability, and they'd be doing what I'm doing, get an older trailer. Now for the closet behind me, I want to spend some money and I want to do it right. And I want to like insulate it properly with some of that like foam board or whatever it's called, and like I want to do it up proper. But over on the other side of the trailer, like in the front, all in all, like the wool blankets and the blankets and whatever, the body pillow, it does just fine. And I have all the extra blankets if I do need to use them at some point anyway. So, and I wasn't really using the storage space for anything all that major, not really. So, I mean, I'd love to show you guys, but do it from the inside. I'd have to rip like everything apart, and it's a huge pain. And I can't access it from outside anymore because I've got it all, piled up, blocked off and whatnot. So, I mean, you'll have to kind of visualize for yourself a little bit. But, I ripped everything apart, the mattress, all the boards, everything come over here. Blankets and pillows and, kind of whatever. I lined it all up. I kind of nested the whole thing up, makes a world of difference. When I get this done proper, like, it's going to be way better, way warmer in here. And I mean, all in all, like, to save you guys some money, you don't have to necessarily, like, you know, go all out with like the foam board and the insulation and the spray foam and all that kind of stuff. If you want to, you could just get a bunch of wool blankets, a bunch of whatever from like secondhand stores and whatnot, and line the whole thing up and do it that way. And, you know, in the summer seasons when it's not so cold and you don't necessarily need to have those there for the warmth, they're at least there, you know, for the extra blankets, the extra, you know, kind of whatever. If you have, I don't know, like your kids come over, friends come over, and, you know, you're in need of some extra bedding, you know, it's there. It's in storage. It's not in the way. So I don't, on the one side, I'm probably going to do that better. On the other side, I'm probably just going to keep the storage, you know, with the blankets, body pillow, all that kind of stuff. Just keep it like that for now. And then where the closet is, because that's where, like the trailer hitch and the sway bars and, you know, the anti-sway, you know, whatever, the stabilizers for the trailer, all that kind of, that all goes like in underneath. There's in the storage rack, accessible from the outside underneath. So I'm going to do that up properly so that I still have the ability to put, you know, my stabilizers and all that stuff in there without it being in the way, without it, you know, causing an issue. But, you know, is it going to cost me a little extra money? Yeah, sure, it definitely is. But I mean, why not? I got to do it sometime, right? But spending the money to properly insulate underneath the bed and all that kind of stuff, I'm not going to worry about that. I'm going to use the wool blankets and everything that I have there, and that's just going to be, you know, kind of the way it is. I don't see a problem. So, yeah, long story short, blah, blah, blah. I'm still fairly comfortable, even though it is getting fairly cold at night. All in all, this is the last month I'm going to be spending in here. The month of October is the last month I'm spending in here for sure. I'm still on the same 2 tanks of propane that I got at the beginning of all of this too. I thought I was running low, and I maybe seem to be, but I don't know. Like I'm still going on the tanks, and I have a spare tank. I have an extra tank ready to hook up when I run out. I thought for sure I'm still running on the same tanks. And part of the thing, like, I wanted to find out when I'm living in the trailer and I'm cooking and, you know, kind of whatever, just how much propane I'm going to go through. I'm sure if I'm using the heater, I'd probably go through it a lot quicker, but I'm not using the heater because, you know, it's still not working for me. I got it all cleaned out, and the pilot light won't stay lit. It'll light, but it won't stay lit, which I looked it up and it said it's either your propane tanks are low or your battery is like low power. Well, the propane tanks probably are low, but I mean, my stove is still working fine, so that shouldn't be it. And I'm plugged in, so I don't know necessarily why I would need a battery per se for, you know, the furnace. But for some reason, it's just... if anybody knows what I'm talking about and they can help me out in the comments, please let me know what I'm doing wrong. Do you need to have a battery hooked up to use your furnace, or does plugging in bypass the need for a battery and, you know, kind of whatever? So I can't use the furnace yet. I've got it cleaned out. I've got it sort of where I think it should work, but for some reason it's just not cooperating with me right now. So I'm stuck using, I think I showed you guys my, my propane buddy heater with the 1 pound tank. I got a whole bunch of extra tanks, and I mean, I know I can get, you know, like an attachment where I can hook up like a 20 pound propane thing or whatever. I mean, I don't really think that's going to be something I'm going to spend the money on, because honestly, I'd rather just get the furnace working and just have that as a backup. So I don't know, maybe I'll buy a battery and I'll hook it up and I'll see if it makes a difference, and I'll put a new propane tank on and see if that makes a difference, and I'll play around. But if anybody knows what I'm talking about and they can help me to get this to work right, let me know in the comments, please. And I will share whatever, whatever you guys give me. I'll share that if it works or not, and, kind of whatever. But eventually I'm going to get that thing working. Yeah, other than that, it's... I haven't been in the trailer all that much. I spent 4 days in Muskoka at my family's. I didn't take my trailer. So, not all that much of a video right now. Oh. So I just got off work. I'm having steak and eggs and potato salad for my dinner. I'm I'm happy, I'm healthy, I'm kind of fat. I'm really thriving in this whole trailer situation. If it didn't get so cold up here in Canada, I could do this indefinitely, I think. But I don't know. Hopefully there's some comments that'll help me out. There's some improvements that I can make, and the next video will be maybe a little bit more informative, or I don't know, entertaining or whatever. But that's really all I got for you guys for this video. So we will see you very soon, actually. A couple of days, and I don't know. We'll try to figure something out, make it a little more entertaining for you guys, hopefully. Any suggestions, anything you want me to talk about, anything you want to see, anything like that, let me know in the comments, and I will do my absolute very best to make that happen. So other than that, that's what we got this week. We will see you guys very, very soon. Until then, stay wild.